Hey there guys, welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. I've actually figured out what they were talking about. It's not that the sickle was placed underneath the cage. It was that whenever Kiru put on the cloth, he was holding the sickle underneath the cloth, and when he laid it across, he pointed the blade down through the cage. And then when he put the statue on top of it, it kept the sickle in place. So, and that actually does make sense. That actually does work with it. I thought they were saying the sickle was like attached to the underside of the cage. So I was like, well, no, that's impossible. We saw the underside of the cage both before and after. It's no. But if the blade was protruding into between the little top of the cage, that would actually work. And that is something I didn't think of. That caught me completely off guard. That does kind of mean that Caillou, what is his damn name? I'm so bad. That does kind of mean that Kyo, Corey Kyo, is probably the killer, but I still have absolutely no freaking clue how he got into Angie's lab. I feel pretty okay because he was my secondary choice, and it was very, very close between him and Kokichi. I do have to say I was thinking that the floorboard was to get under there with the sickle. I did not ever even think about the idea of putting the sickle above the cage. Well done there, Mr. Game. That caught me off guard. Still really curious how he got into Angie's lab. I don't really feel bad for not figuring out everything. I feel like I was pretty close on him.
The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know?
God damn it, dude.
They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box.
But that is actually true. That's not probably the best part, to figure out these crazy crimes.
Kudos, culprit. You did a great job keeping me entertained.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Himiko?
Yeah?
Poor Himiko.
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
That was weird. Why did it like glitched out for a second?
Huh? Why her?
Yeah, why do you keep blaming Himiko for things?
Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
That is not true at all. She had almost nothing to do with it.
The only one? Why's that?
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
By cutting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
That is very true, except we already know that the crosspiece in the other room was also missing.
Then the culprit would need to lure their victim into the prepared room. That is why you chose that room for the seance. Is it not, Himiko?
And plus, that also requires the summoning circle to be drawn in a very specific location, which Himiko had nothing to do with. You already showed this once, game.
Oh yeah! Himiko was the one who chose the site for the seance!
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
Well, because you wouldn't shut up about them.
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time.
Well, that's such a cool little, evil
Then
figurine.
she waited for me to host the seance and suggested the middle room. She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it. Then, she killed Tenko, all according to plan.
First of all, and that also doesn't make sense because she was the one that initially volunteered.
That's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
No, there's no way.
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
Wait! We don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
I mean, I don't think she would. I'm almost positive it's
Tenko?
Korikyo.
I killed Tenko?
Grow a little backbone. You showed some earlier.
Himiko?
What's wrong, Himiko?
It's true the middle room was Himiko's idea. Does that really mean Himiko killed Tenko? Or something like that really happened? No, we know all 3 rooms were prepped. Or at least 2 of them were. We don't actually know about the 3rd. Intermission. Intermission. I don't know what that means. No. I'm saving a lot anyway.
Well now.
Looks like we reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim quiz. Yeah, what? I kind of know who the victim is. The only victims are people who are so watch the drawing born out crap. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
How do you know? They'll all be skipping the entire conversation for all you know. I can't take it. Can't take it anymore. The real victim here is me. If anything, the real victim, I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time.
Absolutely right.
That's the right answer, Monodam. Dot, dot, dot.
Hey,
Exactly, because there are no victims. Even if you're killed in the killing game, you're a winner. Because then everyone mourns you and you get tons of posthumous popularity. You don't need to reveal all these behind-the-scenes details.
all right.
Dying makes you more we gotta die soon, too.
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
God damn it, dude.
I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary.
Logic does not compute.
Did you hear something? No, I didn't hear anything.
Are we trying to say Monodam doesn't exist now?
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep, tasty, tasty sweet buns.
How is that scary? You're
So
dumb.
round, so sweet, so delicious. That doesn't sound scary at all.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Well, you shouldn't have been so abusive towards them.
Did you hear something? No, I didn't hear anything.
Well, I guess we know who's dying at the end of this trial.
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
God, Miyu, calm down. And why is Himiko not saying anything? Come on.
Wait. Must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I can defend her just fine. I don't know why I'm
You
not.
gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening?
Is she Monodam?
No, I'm not listening.
You can't respond that you're not listening.
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired. Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
It's like, I'm standing here listening to this even though I know for a fact it's not true.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Never give up. Never surrender.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial! Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
Then the terrorists win.
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
Wow, Korikyo, you definitely are riding that line pretty hard.
impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko!
Plus, there's too many elements of the crime that Himiko had no control over.
Himiko not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
Himiko like adorable butterfly.
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
Wow.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
No, is not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth.
Absolutely.
So no give up, Himiko!
Yeah, I mean, but again, why am I just standing here? We survived. We can't. There's like everyone who died. Okay. Like Kokichi, that's probably what we're talking about.
In that room.
Because we have to.
Decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle one? Because you laid your trap there.
Was trap only in that room?
No, it was not.
Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yeah, even if
No!
Someone else could have set that trap.
Your opinion.
Empty words. Performing the seance in that room.
Was the decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle one? Because you laid your trap there.
Was trap only in that room?
No, it was not.
Other rooms may be trapped.
Yes, indeed. I feel so happy when I agree with him. It's awesome.
It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you.
Kokichi.
I was way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
While you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
Same thing.
What? Hold on. There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
Indeed.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
Absolutely.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
I love that like moment of thinking like, oh shit.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Nope, we suspect the one who selected exactly where the seance circle would be drawn.
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Calm down, Kitty.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory. We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead.
Well, yeah.
This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well.
I'm not sure I like Himiko being included in the montage of the dead.
That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
Even Rocky had a montage.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If
That is
I
right.
gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
All right. I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore.
Awesome, Himiko. High five.
I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Do not say everyone. After all, the Blackened is still among us.
Ace, there you go. Killing the mood like usual.
Well, it's true though.
But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul bro.
Wait, I'm a soul bro now?
Your soul, bro?
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
Why would we... What?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Ah, that is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic.
Himiko, don't implicate yourself.
Well, that's one possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
Is it because, yeah, that's what's on the floor. Would that... I'm not sure which one... Because it was because of the circle that no one could step on, and that covered that up. I guess it would probably be that one.
This is it!
Okay, I wasn't sure which of the two would actually be considered.
It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime. Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle. The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
Well, it was also outlined in the document.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
I mean, Tenko, yes. I still don't know how the hell they could have, Korakiyo could have gotten Angie. But I said from the very beginning that Korakiyo seemed the best suspect for Tenko.
It has to be you! Kyo, was it you?
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Murder.
Kyo? Why do you suspect me?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle.
Truth.
The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick. But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined.
Absolutely. That is the biggest reason I suspected him to begin with. I didn't realize the seesaw trick was there, but like I was thinking that the floorboard had to be moved and you had to be able to reach up and cut the back of her neck, and so her position had to be super specific.
And those variables were defined by using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Well, Kyo,
Answer already! Did you do it?
What is so funny?
I don't know, but this is my laugh, and I don't have anything else to say right now.
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
What? An intriguing experience?
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes? So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
What do you mean, how? You walk forward and you stomp on it.
I see. That is problem.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
What do you mean? You walk forward and you stomp on it. I don't understand the question.
how can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
I will explain that in due time. Please answer my question first.
Exactly, even in the darkness. But how they move around in total darkness? Remember that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Although even after I put out the candle, I can move along the wall with my hand.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
Did you figure it out?
Maybe? Culprit didn't have to say it all. They used... Smell?
Damn it!
I honestly don't know. They used magic! Were they going along the salt trails?
The culprit used touch. They didn't see. They felt.
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
But I think there were like salt trails leading to it.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move then, right? Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
But there was something of the salt. Hangman's Gambit. Oh geez, another one of these. I'm not good at these. Nope. I need like a start to figure out what I'm doing. Okay. Marked. Mitts. Oh, MA. Yep, okay. I'm gonna go with Mark. Oh, magic. Magic circle. IC. Try and find IC. And now I need another circle. And now I need CI. God dang it. Alright, now I need RC. And lastly, LE. That one was way better than the last one. Got it.
That's it. The magic circle. They used the magic circle.
Yep. Salt trails leading right to where they need to be.
The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong. Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
Okay, how is that relevant? You were still standing at the corner of the magic circle, so you could just step forward until you found it.
So what?
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes?
You still knew which direction the circle was from you. That...
The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
But you're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, it was the same, because we verified that.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
I see. Another piece of the puzzle. Just with salt, I will guarantee it would be temporary. He yourself would have gotten rid of the evidence.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
Your attention, please, all. Potentially blackened.
What a pain. We don't have any way to check.
What, do you have a
now.
recording function as well?
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
With confusion and comfort, we move through the trial.
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Hey, may I have your attention?
Oh, I said cut that out! It's too bright!
Well, stop ignoring the poor guy.
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
About what?
I had
About-
Neo add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
You was your best friend.
No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Mew!
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Sorry, guys.
Alright, so what is this function?
Sorry, guys. I got a cat going crazy. Calm down, kitty. Calm down.
It's an image recording function.
So what did Mew... I don't even want to know.
Image recording?
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory.
Well, that's awfully helpful. Okay, you're my new sidekick.
I'll give it a try. Ready?
I'm ready.
From your mouth?
I mean, what other orifice do you want to come out of?
I also used magic like that before.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance.
All right.
Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
So are there like little trails leading away from it? It looks like kind of like there are.
Got it.
So this is the magic circle used for the seance.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Yeah, there's little salt trails coming off the edges.
There! This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you,
Without you.
I never would have seen through Kyo's lie.
My lie.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document. But that's a lie, isn't it? The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
That's very true.
So it was different from the document after all.
All
It's
because
not
Himiko
magic.
noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my things? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Yeah, but you're also a pervert.
Hey, yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health.
Monitor your something.
Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
Wait, what?
Your what? Why?
Yeah, that is completely not what I was thinking, and significantly less interesting.
Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality. Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so...
Yeah, Mia, you are so disgusting.
See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan! Quit talking about your poop. No one cares.
Himiko, I know I've given you 2 high fives already, but you are awesome.
Kyo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
I'm actually really happy. At the beginning of the game, like, just off the outfits, I really liked Himiko. And then when I started talking to her and, like, getting to know her, I was like, oh god, she's boring.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction.
Is this where we do the overpower thing?
Since you've given me the option, I will most certainly object. To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion. Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
Okay. Oh, it's this thing.
If you are going to claim I am the culprit, then what of the murder weapon? It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage. So suspicion should fall on them.
Not really, because it wasn't inside the cage, it was above the cage.
There, but we could not have removed it later. Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
There we go. I barely got it, but I got it. Because, yeah, that was what I'm
the
actually...
only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kia.
I'm actually really glad that I questioned that in the last episode and went back and reviewed that part of the trial between this and, you know, last recording, because that let me actually answer it here, because I figured it out. I again, credit to the game, because I did not think of that beforehand, so it got that past me.
That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth. You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth. And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth.
Because it was on top of the cage and the blade was pointing downward.
Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
Oh, wow. He's very excited. What?
It's correct? Then why don't you give up already?
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much.
Interesting.
Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen.
Because Tinko's not the one that matters for this trial.
Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
What you talking about, Kyo?
Well, that was a weird accent. But yeah, now we're getting back to Angie's murder, because Angie's murder is the one that actually matters. Now again, I feel like the murder has to be the same, because the only reason you would prep for this trick is because you knew Angie was dead. But I do not know how Kyo could have gotten in to kill Angie. So I'm really curious what's going to happen there. It may be, like I said, that my two suspects were working together. Regardless, I will see you all in the next one.